Alright, so a very good day to you all. So as promised, this is the first video in the series that is intended to help you pass your exam for all the students that was in my S4 class. Okay, so sadly I won't be able to continue teaching you, but hopefully this will come in handy. Alright, so this is a paper 2 practical test, May, June 2010, 2 hours 30 minutes. By now you should be familiar with this duration of a paper, okay, knowing that paper 2 and paper 3 is 2 hours 30 minutes. And without any further ado, I think we should get directly to it. But before we continue, like if you have any queries after watching the videos, you can just leave a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. So let's move on and start. Alright, so before we start, I'd just like to take a few seconds to talk about this paper 2. As I've told you before, paper 2 comprises of 3 components. So that will be emailing, document production, and database. Okay, so it doesn't really mean that always be follow this same order as this paper, but we're lucky this time emailing is first, so let's not waste our 5 to 6 marks and let's get directly to it. A big tip I can give you all is ensure that you always read everything on a page. Okay, everything. So page 2. You work for a company called Hothouse Design. You're going to perform some clerical tasks for this company. 1. Prepare an email message to be sent to design.h@cie.org.uk which contains the subject line, June copy 2010. The body text of the message should include your name, your center number, your candidate number, the text, please send the file I need to work on. Send this message. You should receive the instruction that you need within an email reply. Right, so ensure that you all have an email available. Alright, so I've already opened mine, and what you do, you just click compose mail. So the next part should be quite, you just take the address design, I think, sorry, and just make sure we're all on the same page. So this is the address you're sending it to. So let me copy this. Okay, Control V. Okay, subject, and subject was, can't really remember it, but June copy 2010. June copy 2010. Let's use some magic again. Let's just highlight it, because you do get a soft copy in the exam. You just have to look for it in your source file. So Control C, that's for copy, and then subject, Control V, paste it here. So it says my name, so it wants my name first of all, capital W, Wolfgang Germain. Alright, enter. And once my candidate number, so 2264, enter again. And once my center number, which is the same for every one of you, and this is your real center number, so you can memorize it as I've told you a million times before. And then it wants another thing, it says blah 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 blah. Not interested in reading again, so just copy it, highlight it and copy it. And when you copy it, Control C, Control V to paste. And what you do is just send. Simple as that. So you just click send, and then within a few seconds you just press F5 or refresh, and you should automatically get an automated response. Alright, so during the exam, please do read all of this, but I already know what to do. So it says search the Hothouse website for the file j10kites.rtf, which must be downloaded and saved for later use. Okay, so here it says read the reply to your message and follow the instruction. The URL which you need is blah 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 design, Hothouse design. Let's just copy that, Control C. I'll explain why I copied that in a bit. So let's open a new tab, Control C, And in this new tab here, let's just press Ctrl V and insert the website. And now we're going there. So I think you should have noticed by now what we're doing there. So what we need to find here is to search for the file jit_entitles.rdf, rich text format. Okay, so obviously you won't go in client or what we do, you just go to search, right? Because that's what you need. So jit_entitles.rtf, enter. And then that should automatically send you to where you can download it. So you can just, and then after just click download. Okay, let's try and do it. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. So I need this one, RTF. Okay, but there's an error because this is an old test, so never mind, we have it now, source file. But you get the idea of how to do it now. And let's go back to the QP. Add to your mail, add to your email address book a new contact with the name event organizer XXXX, replace XXX with your candidate number. Alright, so the good thing about Gmail is once you communicate with another email user, it automatically saves the email. Like if I take, for example, Anifa Henry here. Okay, I've interacted with her before. She's one of my teachers at South. Okay, so you have her primary email, and then you have the name. So if I want to change that, I could easily change it to event organizer XXXX instead of XXX2264. Okay, so that was my candidate number. So as simple as that. And then what I would do, but this should be done where, let me just reconfirm it first. It should be done where the email is design.h@CIE. Okay, so design.h@CIE. Alright, so I changed that a while back. I changed it to stupid exam, I think. Stupid. Okay, so it should be event organizer 2264, and then it wants a screenshot, so let's just give it a screenshot. Print screen, Win key R, open a Word document in Word. So Control V, pasting it here, pasting it here. I guess the screenshot didn't take. Let's see if it worked this time. Control V. Yep, and there we have it. That's for our mark, and that's what will get us the 5 to 6 mark or 4 to 5 mark, something. Not really sure, but I don't really need this anymore. I'm just doing this for the sake you all understand. No, I don't want to save it. So, and I don't think I'll be needing my mail anymore. So yeah, so the fourth point says save and print the entry in your book. This may be done as a screenshot, show and add the contract, blah 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 blah. You know the drill. You can read through. If you don't understand anything, you'll understand it on your own. And I'm pretty sure that was straightforward, very easy marks there. And that's about it so far for the emailing part. And let's move on to the next part, which is document production. Another easy one that you take for granted and lose a lot of marks. Let me just close this because we won't be needing it anymore. Close all tabs. Okay, so first of all we need to extract our source file, so let's just open it. Okay, 0417 paper 2 June 10. I can just extract to, so we're not changing anything, just press extract to and then OK. That will automatically extract it to the location you're in. For example, if you extracted it in video, it will be in video. If you extracted it in music, it will be in music. In this case, we extracted it on the desktop. Yeah, and by the way, this is Chris Angel. and so it will automatically be on the desktop. All right. So, and yeah, and that's Dynamo and David Blaine. Anyways, back to the lesson now. Using a stable software package, load the file j10kites.rtf. j10kites.rtf. So let's just open our newly found friend. Let's cover the magicians. Okay, so I can't believe I forgot already. J10 kites. Okay, so J10 kites. You probably saw it before I did. Right, let's open it. J10 kites. Full screen. Easier for us to work. And the first point says set page size to A4. And since I already know this is in page layout, okay, page setup rather, page setup as well, and also in page setup. So we can do these three in one go. Let's just read them all together. Set the page to A4, set page orientation to portrait, and set bottom, top, left, blah, blah, 2 centimeter. Straightforward again. So page layout, remember it's in page layout, page setup, the small arrow thingy here. And then we can change this to 2 cm, no space in between, 2 cm, no space in between, 2 cm, still the same. Alright, change it from, this will automatically change to 0.79 inches afterwards because it doesn't recognize centimeter as a value. Okay, so let's move to paper, change this from A5 to A4. Okay, and okay, just to prove my point, 0.79 inches. Okay, so we did 3 points in one go. That's time saving, so adopt this method, become perfect at what you do. Save the document with a new file name to your work area. So let's assume my work area is my desktop for now, but if your work area is somewhere else, if it's mentioned in the paper, just save it wherever that may be. So just go to save as. I just want to leave it on the desktop to facilitate my working, and it wants a new name to it. So let's give it Wolfgang exercise for class. I wrote it all together. Don't know why. Right, so we have the new name. And then it says save the document. Okay, sorry, that was your point. Set all the text to serif font. Serif font. Just remember the difference between serif and sans serif. And since I already know which one I'm going to use, so let me just all the text, Control A, go back to home, MS reference. Okay, so MS reference sans serif, and then MS reference sans serif, single line spacing. I know this will all go together as well. Single line spacing. Set the alignment of all the text to be fully justified. Set the font size of all the text 10 points. So single line spacing, justified 10 points. Single line, justified 10 points. Single line, right click, paragraph, change it from double to single, justified, remove this, 10, sorry, my FN lock is on, enter, and there you have it. Quite straightforward. Okay, so placing the header, your candidate number, and your center number left aligned, the automated file name and file path right aligned. Okay, this part here, I really like it. Okay, but the first point should be here. The automated thingy should be on this side. Okay, so like I was saying, this part here, I really like it because Tanya once asked me how to do this. I said I'll get back to her, but I never did. So that's a perfect opportunity. And let's just get directly to it without wasting any further time. To get into header and footer, you can do it just like go to page, insert header and footer. But there's an easier way to do it, an even faster way to do it. Just double click where the header should be and you automatically get it. So let me just add my candidate number 2264, comma, center number SC519. Like I said, this is your real center number, so you can memorize it now. Tab. And then what I do is just click add parts, field, and then change this from all to document information. Document information. This is, sorry, documents. Yeah, document information should be document information, and then just click file name, and then just here just add file path as well, path to the file. Quite simple. Okay, so let me just move that, right align, and we're done with the header. No wasting time. Place in the footer the date, today's date, left align, automated page number, right align. Okay, so today's date should be here, page number should be here. Let's just get it. Scroll down to the footer. So today's date, that's simple, just select the format. Okay, tab. And then for the page number, an easier way to do it is always select current position if you know where you want to put it exactly. So if it was in the middle, put it in the middle, just click current position and it would put the page number there. So I'm on the right, you can see it's on the left. So even though I click here, it will still be on the right because it's in current position. Alright, so to exit head and footer as well, quite simple, just double click, done. Okay, so we're done with that point. It was a bit lengthy. Make sure there is a blank line 10 points high after each paragraph and that the line spacing is consistent. Okay, so let me just explain that real quick. As you may have already noticed, we changed all the point to 10, all the font to 10 points. So this should be a 10-point line. So if I click here, sorry, I click here, press enter, this should be 10 point now. Automatically this should be 10 point. So wherever you see a paragraph, I know we've got good English students following this video, so you know where the points are, where the paragraphs are rather, and you can just follow along, quite easy. Keep on going, and quite a few actually. Alright, another paragraph here. Sorry, that was a paragraph that was wrong. That will have cost me my mark, because if you get one wrong, you get the whole thing wrong. That's the downside about it. Still some more to go. And weather. Okay, so that's basically what it should look like. And then if we continue, insert a blank line at the start of the document and enter the heading PowerKite. So before we do anything else, let's just take this to facilitate life. PowerKite. Okay, so this one said insert a blank line. Normally, nowadays they don't really say insert a blank line. They expect you to know you're supposed to insert a blank line. Okay, so I'll just put another one. And then insert the title. So I'll just highlight it because I know I'm about to edit it. And then it says make the heading center align, set the font size of the heading to 26 points, center 26, so center 26, and then the subheading should be enter the text drafted by, and add your name. Control C for copy. Okay, Control V. And I know I'm going to edit that in a bit as well. So set both the heading and subheading to a serif font. 24 point. The subheading should be 24 point. So subheading should be 24 point. Let me just change that. 24, and then both of them shift up side side, and then both of them should be in a serif font. Just move some serif and different serif fonts, and there you have it. Underline the heading, make the subheading italic. Okay, so underline the heading, Control U, make the subheading Control I, italic. Okay, so I forgot my name. Capital as much as possible, capital first letter as much as possible, makes your work look more credible and more professional. Trust me, it does a lot. Make the subheading italic, make the subheading right align. Alright, so make the subheading right align, Control R, right align. And then after the subheading, format the rest of the document into two equally spaced columns with a 1 centimeter gap. There's two important words here. Okay, the first one is after. Just bear in mind, after means after, not before. So if I said after, delete everything in this sentence after heading, so I'll be deleting these, not these. Okay, so make sure you understand what you're reading. After and before, it's very crucial. Okay, after and before. So here it's after. So and then we also got two equally spaced column with 1 centimeter gap. 1 centimeter gap. That's spacing between the columns. Okay, so it's a 1 centimeter gap. 1 centimeter spacing basically. Alright, so everything below here. You can just click here, shift down. Down we go. Oh, and alright. Column, two columns, so sorry, it's an easier way of doing this. You can just click more column directly. When you select two, remove this 1 cm. Just bear in mind if we change to inches, that should be 0.39 inches, I think. Okay, so let's test my skill if it's still good. Yep, 0.39 inches. Alright, so let's see what's the next steps. What's the next step? Delete a brief history of kites. A brief history of kites. Control C to copy it. And the magic here, if you use your brain properly, we have press Control F, which would open the find and replace. So I will just paste this here. Control V, and please find this for me. So find next. Search in document item. Okay, a brief history. Let's see. A brief history was not found. Embarrassing. Okay then. Let's do it the traditional way then. Okay, but I'm pretty sure there's something I'm missing. Edit the text. A brief history of kites. Okay, let's just take this part and try and do it vice versa. So we have any like Control F, Control V. Fine, here we go. I know where I went wrong now because there was a space when I highlighted this part here. I highlighted this extra space here that made everything wrong. Okay, so never mind, we've still found it in the end. So everything from a brief, you see there's no space here, so everything from here to here, let's go away, delete, backspace to make it one line between the paragraphs. And then if we move on, change the list from basic safety rule to a bulleted list. Make sure the bulleted text does not have any blank lines between blah blah, include do not attempt to lean, blah 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 blah. You read everything, I know what I'm doing, so I'll just go directly to where I should be. Okay, so that should be it. Home, bulleted. I really like these bullets, really do. And no attempt to learn. Yeah, that's it. Then point 28 says, what does it say? Insert a table with 3 columns and 6 rows. After the text, here are some courses. I'm copying it again. I think you must know why by now. Let's go back to document. Control F, Control V, enter. Why do you keep doing this to me? Oh, found it. Enter here. So I'll definitely go to insert table. So what did it say again? Yeah, so it was 3 columns and 6 rows. 3 columns, tab, 6 rows. Okay, here we have it. Let me just copy this to be quick. Learn to use Java. Courses. Courses level duration. And this normally you'd have to do typing, fly your first kite, fly your first kite, beginner. So today we're talking about surfing. I guess Akash should be really interested with this. Hopefully you are interested in the lesson as well, all of you. Basic kite flying skill. So basic kite flying skill, still beginner. Duration 3 hours. Basic kite surfing technique. Basic kite surfing techniques. Still beginner. So this time it's 3 days. Finally the last one. Further kite surfing skills. Further kite surfing skills. yanked to add events, and that's 3 whole days. 3 days. And there's our table. Make sure the table fits within the column. Use wrap so ours fits perfectly. Mine fits perfectly. If yours doesn't, try playing with it here. Okay. So what you can do to make sure it fits, it lies. Let me just give you an example. Right, so now it lies perfectly in. But if it doesn't, you will lose a mark. Format only the text in the top row to be center and underline. Apply a light gray shading the top 2 rows. Okay, so now we're dealing with these. They should be center, control, underline, right click, borders and shading, so let's just put it 20. Here we have it. Merge the cell in the top row, blah blah. You know the drill for this one. So make sure you read the whole thing, so that way you understand what you're doing. And I think this should be the final point. Let me see. Almost the final point. Place the image j10 board.gif at the top right column. Okay, so for this one you need to find the image, which will be j10 board, and just drag it in, just like that. Then what you need to do is just need to bring it up, because it says in the first page, the top right corner. Let's just put it here, and let's just text wrap it. Picture layout. Here goes where. We'll raise your point down again. That should be fun. Alright, so let's move on to the last point. Resize the image 5 cm high, maintaining aspect ratio. Let's just go right click, format picture, size, height, so that should be 5 cm. Aspect ratio is locked, so that should maintain aspect ratio. And here you have it. Let's move it a little bit more to the side. Now a little bit more inside. Here you go. Okay, so it says it should look like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it looks something like this. And save the documents. You can just do that. So we already saved it with a different file name the first time. So now we can just click save, and we know that will automatically be saved in the desktop. And that's emailing and document production. Stay tuned for the next part, which is database. Hope you enjoyed. Comments below. Thank you.